Hello, gorgeous. I'm here to talk to you about my average daytime and nighttime routine. A lot of you have been asking about it. A lot of you have been very sweetly saying that I look beautiful, my complexion looks really beautiful, and have asked what I'm doing. And so I am going to describe to you what I have been doing, say, the past 4 months, roughly. And part of it has to do with oils, and part of it has to do with being very diligent about exfoliating. And I've mentioned that a number of times in answer to questions, and Susan Little Poet wanted to know exactly how I'm exfoliating. So I thought I would do a video describing my entire process. So here we go. Okay. Every morning I exfoliate with the Clarisonic. This is the Clarisonic Mia. I'm not sure what head this is. I think this is actually a sensitive head. Whatever, it works fine. So that's what I do every morning. But every night I exfoliate in a different way, and I rotate nights. I exfoliate differently every night. One night I will use this, and this is about to be over because I have 5 of these left. What this is, these were available at Walmart, and one of the few reasons I'd be willing to go to Walmart. It's Equate Exfoliating Oval Cotton Pads with Gentle Exfoliating Grains. That's what the bag looked like. This is what the pads themselves looked like. I don't know if you can tell. Yes, I think you can. So I would put my cleanser on here and just clean my face with this cotton pad. I have 5 left, and then it's gone forever. I can't find them at any Walmart, and I can't find them at walmart.com. I can't find them on Amazon. I can't find them on eBay. I have to assume they've been discontinued. And I had used these on the recommendation of Mama Rosa. I don't know if any of you watch her channel, but this was a recommendation from a year, maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago. She uses this with pear soap. And I didn't use it with pears. I used it with whatever soap, but I love this. Then the next day, I'll use my Konjac Sponge. This is a red one, and it's not deflated. You put this in water and it becomes soft, but even though it feels soft on your skin, it apparently has powerful exfoliation qualities. And then the next day I will use this Neutrogena. It has an abrasive little pad on it. You change out that little pad about every 4th time you use it, and you turn it on and it shakes very much like a Clarisonic. And this pad is abrasive, and you just put your cleanser on there and do your whole face. When I bought it, I bought how many boxes of cleanser? I had coupons. I think I bought 4 or 5 boxes of these, and I think I have 1 more box after the box I'm on now, and then I don't know what I'm going to do because Neutrogena is not cruelty-free. Okay, and then the next night I will use a granular in a tube kind of exfoliator. The one I'm using right now is called Cosmedicine Medi-morphosis Self-Adjusting Exfoliator. But any, granular type will do. And then on the next night, I use this Burt's Bees Peach and Willow Bark Exfoliating Facial Cleansing Towelettes. These, although they're 99.2% natural, this is not a nubby towelette. It's a smooth towelette, so what you're getting here is a chemical exfoliation. And I've used other chemical exfoliants. This just happens to be the one I'm using right now. So that's how I exfoliate. Same thing in the morning, and alternating nights on all the other ones. And I don't know why, but I just think that to exfoliate in different ways is kind of shakes it up for your skin. I don't know. I could be totally wrong about that. So there's that. There's that. Now, let me show you my morning routine. It's very simple. First, as I said, I wash my face with the Clarisonic. And then I'll use whatever toner I'm using at the time. And then I will put on a serum and a moisturizer. And those just rotate all the time, the serum and moisturizer. Sometimes I'm using a sample. Sometimes I'll use a specific brand. What I'll be using now is these two that I decide to use up for 2016 makeup use up. So this is Physicians Formula Laser Resurfacing Serum and Wrinkle Filler and Deep Moisture Repair. That can be just kind of anything, whatever you have, whatever you like. Okay. The key, I think, and what has caused the major changes is the diligent exfoliation and what I do at night. Okay. So I do two things. I alternate nights. On one night, my under eye, I'm using up, I should have put this in my use up. This is Erno Laszlo Normalizer Eye Treatment. It's just, it's an under eye cream, but it's very, very, you probably see, you can tell, it's just so moist. You just really can't, to me, you can't use it in the daytime. It's a little too oily. Emollient. That's the word I'm looking for. It's very emollient. So I use that for my nighttime eye cream. And then, after that, I take this rose hip oil, which was recommended by Susan, whose channel is called Little Poet. I put 1 pump of this in my hand. Then I put 1 drop of vitamin E oil. This is the Body Shop vitamin E oil. I put 1 drop of that. I put 1 drop of frankincense oil and 1 drop of rosemary oil. And those last 2 oils were recommended by Clarissa Patterson. Okay, so I mix those together in the palm of my hand. I put them all over my face and down my neck, and as far as I have room to go, all the way down. And then I wait about 5 or 10 minutes till it sinks in pretty well, and then I follow it up with this Garnier that I mentioned in my previous video. This is Garnier Moisture Rescue Refreshing Cream. What happens is this, it's a gel, and when you put it on top of those oils, it kind of seals them in and makes them do their job overnight. And it also keeps your pillowcase from getting all greasy. So this, as I mentioned, is not cruelty-free. So I had been looking for a dupe and found it, and that leads us to my other nighttime routine. Like I said, mind you, I rotate nights. So the next night, I use this Body Shop Vitamin E Eyes Cube. And these 3 products I'm about to mention were recommended by NotYourTypicalDollFace. Her name is Sarah. I'll list her below. She is one of the youngsters I watch, not an older lady like us. But her knowledge of cosmetics is vast, and I love her. And if you haven't seen her, you really must. She's adorable. So anyway, it's in a tube like this, and it rolls up. And I put this on both my lower and upper lids, and it's cooling and wonderful. It's just an incredible experience. And then you follow that with the vitamin E drops that I just showed you. You let them sink in for 5 to 10 minutes. And then you follow with this Body Shop Vitamin E Aqua Boost Sorbet. As you can see, it's also pink. It's also a gel, and it does the same thing. It seals in that vitamin E oil to do its work. Let's see what else. So that's it. That's the 2 things I rotate every night. Now, here's the thing where it's a little different. If in the daytime I'm not going anywhere, I'm not doing anything, I'm not going to put on any makeup, in those cases, I don't do this. I wash my face with the Clarisonic. I don't put on toner, and instead I use my Retin A all over my face. And I've been doing that a lot for a while. Here's the thing. I'm about to start looking for a job again. I'll probably be starting tomorrow. And so that leaves me not doing this as much if I get a job. So what might end up happening is that my nighttime routine might consist of 3 steps. Rotating nights, 1 night with these products, 1 night with the oils, and the 3rd night with the Retin A. So have a rotation of 3 different nights. We'll just have to see what happens. The job that I'm going to be applying for is the kind of job where you might kind of work almost around the clock for 2 or 3 weeks and then be off for 2 months. So if that happens, my routine won't change very much. We'll see what happens. So anyway, that's it. I hope that's helpful. I'll go ahead and list these products below. If anybody happens to find these anywhere, please let me know where you found them or anything similar. My guess is that the beads are that kind that are no longer going to be, they're against the law. And I think there's, you know, a date of 2 years from now where those can't be used anymore. And they might have known that was happening and just phased these out. I don't know. Also, I want to tell you about what I'm wearing. Diana J, I'll list her below, had bought these Love of Color by Tati. Tati has a channel on here. If you don't know Tati, you should definitely see her channel. She's wonderful, as is Diana J. But these products did not work for Diana. So she sent them to me because I suspected they would, and I had intended to buy them. And she said, no, don't do it. I know these are going to sit in my drawer forever. So she sent them to me. And that is what is on my eyes right now. And what Diana said it's very true. I didn't distrust her, but this has to do with a learning curve. The eye product, when you put it on, it dries very quickly, so you have to be prepared to do whatever you're going to do. And that kind of bit me in the butt with regard to that gray you're seeing in my crease. It's a little bit darker than I'd like it to be, and that's because I didn't move fast enough and smooth it out fast enough. So there's a learning curve, but it's also what's in the inner corner and on the lower lids, and I like how that turned out. And it's also what's on my lips, and I like how that turned out. So I'm just going to have to work with the darker colors a little more, maybe, you know, cover maybe a ½ inch and work with that, and then the next ½ inch, I don't know, whatever. Or maybe get my pencil wet. My brush wet. I'm not sure. But anyway, thank you, Diana. I definitely like them well enough to try to make them work. The lighter colors weren't even a problem. It's that darker color I'm going to have to experiment with. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I also want to tell you all, thank you so much. Lately, gosh, I have like more subscribers. And I never want to remember to tell you, hey, subscribe and all that. Or, you know, leave me a question below. But what has happened is you've started asking questions and making comments, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate that, because I mean, I think why most of us are here on YouTube is to try to help other people with what we know and learn from others what they know. And I'm getting to talk to y'all more and know y'all better, and that's just the greatest pleasure. I mean, I wake up now really excited. I mean, YouTube's generally the first thing I do anyway, but I mean, really excited to come to YouTube and see what questions you have. So, yeah, thank you all so much. And I think I said it the other day, I'll send it again. Send friends. If there's anybody else you know who would also, you think, would, you know, enjoy talking about makeup with an old broad. Okay. I've gone on too much. Okay. Anyway, thank y'all so much. Thanks again, Diana. I'll list below everybody I mentioned, and I will list below all these cosmetics. I'll call you back. Don't you hate it when that happens? Okay. I'll see y'all next time. Love you all. Bye. Hi, I'm back. I just have a small addendum. At the end of the night, when I finish my routine, you know, I mentioned how I rotate back and forth between the two routines. I set up everything for the next night. And as a result, I forgot to tell you two of the things I used because they were set up for the next night. So this is kind of weird that I left this out because I use this every night. Mary Ellen, whose channel is Mary Ellen After 60, had recommended squalene for the dry patches around my nose. And sure enough, oh my goodness, sneeze again? No, crisis averted, I think. Okay. And sure enough, ever since I started using this, and that's it, I only use it right here around my nose, I don't have those dry patches anymore. So let me see if, okay. I will list this below also. I got this off eBay, and squalene can come in three ways. I think it's either from olives, from rice bran, or from shark liver. Is that right? Anyway, mine is from olives. So there's that. And the other thing I forgot to tell you was the other way I exfoliate. And this is just a used toothbrush. And I just basically scrub down my whole face with it. So, and this is the most shocking of all, because every time I do this, I can see all the little flakes just falling out. Even though I exfoliate morning and night, I still flakes falling off. So anyway, that's it now. I will list all of this below, as I said. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Love y'all. Bye.